Hi guys, and this is a calculator developed using PyCharm. Actually, this calculator is actually at a request of one of my viewers out there, so I just decided to put something together. So let's see. Let's assume we select some numbers there, and we can backspace. That's fine. And we can say 7 plus 9 plus 5 plus whatever. There. Multiply that by 9, divide by 6, and we can use plus minus. We can clear everything. Let's assume we say 45 multiplied by 2, and we don't want to multiply by 2. We can always clear that 2 and multiply by 3. There we go. Okay, then what else we can do is we can find the square root of that, the cosine, tangent, and sine. Okay, it works like any other conventional calculator. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into PyCharm, and this is my first time of using that particular package, and we start a new project. So I'm going to exit out, and let's come right here, just right click, and let's select new file. Since I already have Python there, I'm going to click on Python, and let's give that a name. I'll just call that py underscore calculator. Let's do that again. Py underscore calc underscore charm. Okay, because it's PyCharm, so I'm just going to say PyCharm. This is my first time of using PyCharm, like I said, and that's it. So .py, press enter. That's my development area ready. So I'm going to import as follows from tkinter, import it all. And I'm also going to import the mathematics symbol. So let's grab that. You can see it's all grayed out because I haven't used any of those imported libraries. There. Now the next thing I'm going to do is, let's say root equals tk. And what else do we need? I'm going to now specify, define my target. Let's say define my title. I'm just going to call it PyCharm calculator. And that's my title taken care of. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to maybe specify, let's specify a geometry. Okay, let's go for geometry. You see that good thing about this PyCharm, it's kind of like just complete it sort of for you. So the width, I'm going to make that about 416 by 550, and my coordinate, I'll make that 500 by 40 there, so that I can sort of like get the calculator in the center or in the middle, whatever. So let's come down here. Let's say calculator equals frame. So I'm just creating my frame there, and this very frame is going to be inside the root. Okay, what else do I need? Comma, let's make the border, make that about 20, and I'm going to get it padded, make that about 5, comma, background color, I'm going to call that Gamesboro. Yeah, that's my back color, and let's get it really There we go. Equals rigid. There we go. I think I like this program. It's quite good. It's working kind of like Visual Basic. That's nice. Okay, my calculator dot grade. I love the info text on it. Right. Now the next thing is I'm going to create a class, and this very class I'll call it calc, enter parentheses there, and let's get that class right, and right underneath here, let's enter column first. Right underneath, I will now create my function, and let's enter underscore. Yeah, and I'm going to make that initialize self. Oh, it's already there. Yeah. So now let's say self dot total. These are just the variables that I'm declaring now. Total in the first place is 0. I'm going to declare another one. I will call that current. Current, and that would be nothing anyway. What else do I want? Inputs. Let's say self dot input. For self dot input, let's say input underscore value equals true. Right. Self dot, let's check the sum underscore sum, that is equals false. Right. Now for my operators, that will be nothing for now. And what else do we want? Okay, this should be uppercase then. Yeah, that's correct. Now, operator is nothing, and where I'm going to store my result is going to be false for now. So let's just enter result here. Self dot result. There we go. Okay, now that that is done, what I'm going to do before I go any further, let me just create some of the widget that I need. Okay, the very first one that I'm going to take care of, first of all, let me just create a variable there. I'm going to call that variable add or added value equals calculate. There. Now let me create one of the widgets that I intend to use. Let's just move this up a little bit. I'm going to create txt display. So that's going to be the entry widget that I intend to use. Txt display equals entry. Yeah, I love this program. It's quite good. Alright, then let's say calculate. This very one is going to be housing my display. Okay, and let's specify the fonts. The font equals area, and I'm going to make the size of that about maybe 16 for now. I might end up increasing it anyway. I'm just going to make it 16. Let's make that bold. Right. And what else do I want? I'm going to make the border 20. There we go. And the width, let's make that about 28, comma, what else do we want? Let's get it justified. I'm going to justify it out right. Justify equals right. Now let's use uppercase and see if that's going to work. Yeah, with uppercase it works. Justify it right. Yeah. Okay. So what do I want to do now? I'm going to get this and just say dot, get that widget dot to grid. Just to specify the location where that's going to be. Grid. And let's open up a bracket. That bracket, I just want to specify where the location. So row is going to be 0. The column is going to be 0 as well. Column equals 0. And since is my display is going to be, I need to increase the width. So I'm going to say column span. I'll make that about 4. And let's just say padding. Let's get it padded at a space of about 1 there. And enter a comma here. Right. Okay, now that I've finished creating my the entering widget, what I'm going to do is let's just try this out. I'm going to say root dot main dot loop. So let it return. Okay, run it, and when you get here, return. So let's right click on it and just select run. Alright, there we go. Look at that. That's not bad. Yeah, I like this. This program is kind of like easy to use. Okay, because of the info text or giving you feedback, that's why it seems to like it. So the next thing I want to do is let's create some buttons. Alright, so I will use a for loop to create the numeric buttons that will make life easy. Then the other ones I will just use I can use just create them using ordinary widgets instead of. Okay, let's just create these buttons first. First of all, I'm going to declare a variable here and I just call it number pad for all the numbers. And inside this number pad, the way I'm going to arrange my buttons is going to be 7, 8, 9, then followed by 4, 5, 6, followed by 1, 2, 3. So that is for my number pad, which I will call later on. So that's fine. And create another variable. I will call that I equals 0 for now. Then btn, which stands for button, that I will assign an array. That's going to take in my array. Then let's use for loop for j in the range of 3 by 6. So at the end of the day, I'm going to get 3, and by 6, that's going to be the range of this 3 and by 6. Okay, now let's come in and just close this for now. That should be range. Yeah, okay. Now create another loop, and this one I'm just going to say in 3. So that will be 3 rows in the range of 3. Come on, I keep forgetting out the range. Okay. Now, what do we want to do? Let's just say btn dot, and I want it to append. This is nice. Append buttons. And the button is going to be inside, it's going to be resident inside calc, which is the frame that I declared up there. Okay, now let's set the width. The width, make that maybe about 6, and the height, I want to make that about 2. Make that 2. There. What about fonts? Let's copy this font, maybe 16 as well. Copy this one and paste. There should be a comma here. Alright, what else do we need? I now need, let's say, border around it. I'm going to make that about 4. And the text is going to be number, this very number here, number pad. Grab that and just dump it here. Equals number pad, and that starts with array I. Okay, that's the I there representing the numbers in there. Alright, so that's looking good. Now the next thing we want to do now is, since we've got that sorted, let's come in here. I think I need to close that. Yeah. Alright, we have an error there. Let's get rid of this. That is why we have that error. Okay, the next thing we want to do now is, let's say btn enter the array I in there. Okay, and that is just for us to be able to show every single numbers. But first thing first, let's say dot, let's assign a grid to it, dot grid, and let's specify the role. The role is going to be equals j. Okay, that's j. Then the column is going to be k. Okay, because it's going to be arranged 1, 2, and 3, and this one will be 1, 2, and 3 for 6 rows. Okay, so let's say comma, column equals k. Yeah, and let's get it padded to just equals 1. Alright, so let's say the button as well, let's add numbers in them now. So come down here, and that is going to be as a command equals, let's use lambda, let's say x equals number pad, not I. Okay, 1, or the array should be I anyway, column, add value, and that value dot, let's say enter number. Okay, so I'm going to make that number enter, and that number enter should be another function. I'm going to create that function as soon as I'm done with this one, number enter, and that will be x there. So to sum up, we end up and say I equals or plus equals 1. There we go. Now this won't be able to do anything now to give me an error, because this very function, I need to create that. So maybe I should just create that right up here somewhere. So I'm just going to copy that, and let's come right underneath here. Yeah, equals that, and that is going to be self comma num. Now self dot result, did that spell it right? Oh, it's wrong. That should be result with a T. Yeah. Okay, this program is very good. Every single details. Yeah, that's it. Self dot result equals false. Right. And what is, let's declare two variables. The first one is going to be number, first number and second number. Okay, so we say first number equals txt display, let's say dot get. That's the first one, and the second one is just going to be txt second number, yeah, equals, convert that to string, that would be num. Right. Alright, the second thing is, let's get rid of this error here. Alright, the next one is going to be, let's use an if statement. If self dot input underscore value, and if we say self dot current equals second number, okay, in that case self dot input equals false. Okay, else if second num equals decimal point, then second number in first number, return as follows. So that takes care of that. Okay, that's the method that I called right underneath here. Okay, with that method taken care of, let's try it out. I'm just going to come in here, run it and see. There we go. That's it, guys. Look at that. All right. Okay, the buttons are there, but they're not working on this. Okay then, so we need to call the buttons in here. Okay, you can see it works, but there are some few things we need to take care of. So if I show it to you guys again, let's run it. Here I want a 0 here to appear here, and when I click on this, you will see it's telling me, because I've asked it to display an attribute there. So in here you can see it's telling me it has no attribute called display. Okay, because I've actually asked it to use a method called display, and that is where I call the method display. So I'm going to create a method called display, but before I do that, let me just take care of this quick. I'm going to come in here, grab that, paste that in here, and let's say insert. I just want it to insert zeros for me, and that is it. So that is taken care of. If I run it now, you should be able to see 0 to the right of my display. Let's see, there we go, that's it. But this one still won't work, so let's come in here and take care of that very particular attribute. Now to take care of that, I'm just going to create another method here. Come right down here, just call that display. That will be self comma value. So with this, I should be able to enter all of any number that I clicked. So in here, I'm just going to copy this, copy and paste that here. Txt display dot delete. Okay, and that is going to be 0 comma end. Right, and I also need to insert, so let's just copy all of this. Txt display, we want you to insert, and what are we inserting? Let it be the value. So let's come in here, there we go, and let's change this to uppercase. I think that might be the error anyway. Yeah, that's it. So if I run it now, okay, we're almost there, so let's run it and see. Okay, we can now add numbers. That is good. Right, Let's come here and try to add the other numbers there. Okay, right underneath here, I'm going to create the rest of the buttons. Okay, let's just draw that line in there. So the very first one, I'm going to call that btn b. Okay, let's just say backspace, or let's say delete, btn delete. Okay, for btn delete is going to be a button, and this button is going to be right inside the calculator, just like this one that we have in here. So I'm going to enter calc in here. Yeah, and let's just copy this, paste that in there. Right, and what do I want it to have? I'm going to specify the text content, maybe. Yeah, let's come in and just say text. In this case, it's going to be delete for that. And let's go for the font. I can copy all of this font. Where is that? Copy this font here, paste that in here. And I will also add a border. Let's make that about 4. And what else do we want? What about background? I'm going to kind of like change the background color a little bit. Let's put a comma here. Background color, I'm going to make that Gainsborough. And let's say comma, or I can even brand this up. Let's round it up. Let's come in there and just say dot grade, and let's make that very one. If you calculate it, this should be on roll number 1. This should be on roll number 1 since the text box is on roll 0. Okay, so I'm going to grab all of these and let's just press enter here and paste it in here. Enter a bracket. Okay, and let's get rid of that. This one will be on row number 1 and it should be on column 0. So let's run it and see how that's going to look like. There we go. And you can see, because I make the color Gainsborough, it's kind of like different from these ones. Alright, so I'm just going to copy this now. Copy, paste, paste, and paste. Now this is 0, so this one will be 1, 2, and 3. So if we run it, this is what we will get. There we go. So I just need to change the content on them. Alright, so this is going to be clear, and the text will be C. This will be CE, and this will be, we call this clear all. Right, and the last one, I'm going to make this one plus minus, plus minus. Right, in the case of plus minus, I'm going to use a character notation or ASCII code. That would be 177 should give me the plus minus sign. So that take care of that. So let's run it and you guys see how that looks like. There we go. That's it. Okay, and right underneath here, we now need to add the other buttons. So this is 1. No, we need one more in the middle. Let's get 1 because this is 0, 1, 2, and this starts from 3. Look at it right there, 3. So I'm going to create another button. Just grab all of these, paste that right there, and this is going to be 2. So let's change. This is the role of this is 1, so all of this will be 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Now what am I doing? 2, 2, 2. There. Run it. You see that? So I will now change the values around. Okay, let's change the names around. This will be, let's say, square, and the text content on here. And the next one is going to be this one. I'm going to call it cosine. Text content on this is cosine. And here, let's make that maybe tangent. And here we just enter tangent here. And this is going to be sine. Where is it? This very one. Change this as well. Right. So that takes care of that. Run. Let's see. There we go. Now let's take care of these other ones here. I believe you guys get the whole idea now. So I'm just going to copy. Let's see how many do I have. Okay, I need the 0. 0, full stop, or decimal point equals, and division. Okay, let's come down and do that. Okay, I'm going to copy this again. Let's go right down and paste that here, and let's use that for the plus sign. Yeah, that should be plus, so we can change this one to addition if we want. And the row for this, that will be 3. Yeah, it's row 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, so that's 3, and the column is 3 as well. Right, subtract. In the case of subtract, that will be column 3, and row will be 4. This will be column 5, row is 3. And finally, this one will be row 6, and yeah, that's correct. Okay, this will be my division, and division we can use the character for it. So let's use the division character. That will be character, and that will be 247. That's for division. And this one is going to be multiplication. Okay, we can just enter the sign multiplication in there. And this will be subtract, sub, and right here let's just enter the sign subtract. We can just, yes, subtract will be subtract. Okay, cosine here, I noticed that should have been S. Alright, I think that is done. Let's see how that's gonna look like. I must have taken care of all of that. That is good. And finally, we just need to take care of these 3 here. Okay, scroll right down. I'm gonna copy again, but this time around I just copied 3. Paste. And this will be 0. Why this will be dot. This will be equals. This is equals here, dot here, and here we have 0. There we go. Okay, let's change the rows and column around. This one will be 6, 0, and this will be 1, 6 here, and this is 6 and 2. There. think that should take care of all of the buttons. Run that. There we go. All done, but nothing is happening. Now let's take care of this so that we can clear and so on. Alright, let's take care of these functions quick. Come up here. I'm going to continue my functions right up here. Okay, it seems to be taking a bit too long, so the next function I'm just going to put that here. So let's call that sum function. There we go. Okay, and let's come down here. Okay, this sum function is going to be used by the equals. So let's come right down here. This is the equals. So right here, I'm going to just enter. Let's put a comma here. And I'm just going to say command equals add underscore value here dot sum. That should be sum total. Yeah, there we go. So that takes get rid of these parentheses. That takes care of the equals. Right, now we need to be able to get the buttons, the operators as well. Let's take care of those. But before we take care of that, I think we can easily take care of this dot and 0. So I'm going to copy this. I'll just copy it from here. Copy and paste that here. Let's put a comma there. Comma. We're going to need comma in here as well. Paste this here. And this is going to be dot number enter. Let's see. Number enter. Yeah. And the same thing here. Paste dot number enter. So that takes care of all of this. Okay, the next thing is, let me take care of the function operators. So let's come right down here and just function operators. I had to speed this up, so I will now call the function operators right in here. Let's go to all of the operators. We have add in here, comma. So let's come down here and just enter command, or we can even copy it. That's it. Copy, paste it in there. Okay, that will be dot operations there, and this should have been comma. Now get rid of that parenthesis and come right in here. Repeat the same thing for the subtract. Paste the same thing for multiplication. Paste this here as well and add. There we go. Alright, so that should take care of that. Undo that. That should be comma. Right. Okay, that should take care of those 4 operators. Okay, I need one very important function here. You see, I call validate function. Okay, once I select the plus, minus, and so on, I need this function to verify the selection that is made. There we go. Alright, to just verify them. So if self.operate equals this, so we want this to happen. The same thing, we want this to subtract, multiply, division. Okay, and I didn't enter modulus, so let's get rid of the modulus. Get rid of that. There we go. Because I didn't create that button. Alright, so that is it. So what we now want to do is, I will now take care of some easy ones. Let's take care of the clears and so on. So and right here, and I have my function to clear the entry. Okay, so let's call this very clear function in here. So I'm going to scroll down to where I have my clear right here, enter a comma, and in here just enter command, or just copy it. Let's copy it all, clear, paste that in there, and undo that. Yes, clear, just paste dots, that will be clear. Where is the function clear entry? Yeah, come right down and just paste that in there. Where is it? There we go. Alright, that takes care of that. The other one I want to take care of will be the other button. This will clear all. The other one will just, I want the other one just to clear one single, or whatever, one single number. So I'm going to change that very function of that one to clear all. So let's come up here, I'm going to copy this, and let's create a function called clear all. They're right underneath here. Clear all, that will be self. Clear all I just need to do is self dot clear underscore entry. And what else do I need to do? Set the total dot to 0 equals 0. There. Okay. Now, let me take care of the one I refer to as backspace or delete, or let's just say delete. That would be delete BS. Okay, delete backspace, that will be self. Why do I have it twice? Self dot, okay, local variable, I'm going to say len number, or number len equals len, and that will be txt display dot get parentheses. And what else do we want to do? Now let's use an if statement. First of all, let's delete whatever we have in here individually. Come down here, dot delete, and what are we deleting? Whatever we have in here, delete by -1 comma end. Alright, but if we finish deleting it, it will be empty. So let's use an if statement to say if num len equals 1, then txt display, let's insert value 0 in it, dot insert, that will be comma 0. Right. Okay, let's enter a column in here. So that should take care of that. So I'm going to copy this and call it inside my delete. Let's come look for the button I call delete. There we go. So there's that in here, and copy all of this, paste down here, enter a comma here. Right, that takes care of that. Now all that is left, if I run it, let's see, all that is left is just be the cosine and so on. So 7 plus this equals, okay, it's not working yet, but let's enter. We can always delete individually, that's fine. Alright, let's see, this is not working yet. We can clear, multiply by 6, Alright, let's come down, come up here and take care of the plus minus. So for the plus minus, I'm going to create another function. Let's just call that PM. That will do. That'll be self. And for PM, let's say mass PM. Okay, that's fine. For PM, for self dot result equals false. Self dot current equals float minus float. And that will be txt display dot get. Right now tx self dot display, and that will be self dot current. Where is it? Self dot current, and paste that there. Okay, that is PM plus minus, and I've also taken care of the square root, and I'll then take care of the sine, cosine, and tangent. There they are. So all I now need to do is to call those 5 functions. Okay, so I'm going to call this, and the other 2. So let's go right down. Let's come right down here. Now I'm going to copy this. Now sine, paste that, dot sine. The next one is tangent. Paste. Let's get rid of this. That should be. So tangent dot tangent. Get rid of that. That will give me an error. Okay, now the next one is cosine, comma, paste, dot cos, there, and followed by the square, no, comma, paste, dot square. Get rid of that. Get rid of this as well. Right. Now the plus minus, comma, paste this, dot mass plus minus. Get rid of all of these. Okay, I think I've assigned every single command to all the buttons. Let's check the ones down here. They all have their commands. Yeah. Maybe we should just collapse this for a while. Okay. So, I just noticed I think I've missed out on the various operators. This operator itself, that is going to be for addition. So I was meant to enter addition there, or add. So the operator that I'm referring to, if we go up here, right in the validate function here, there we go. Those are the operators that I'm referring to, which I haven't called yet, else it's not going to work. So let's copy that one and just come right down here, subtract. Right in the subtract where we have lambda calling the operator, so I'm going to enter subtract in there, and here that is going to be multiplication, mod, and finally underneath here that should be division, think it's in lowercase there. Right, let's go up here and see if that is correct. Yeah, no, division, divide I called it. So I'm going to go back down, just change that to divide, else that wouldn't have worked. Alright, so I think that might be all. So let's run it and see how that's going to look like. Okay, let's try it out. Let's go for maybe 7 plus 7 plus 7, maybe plus another 7. Let's see, 28, that is correct. Multiply that by 3. There we go. Okay, I'm going to enter another multiply by 5. No, I don't want it multiplied by 5, so I'm going to get rid of that. Multiply by 2. There we go, guys. Plus minus, cosine, tangent, sine, square root. That because it's too low, so let's clear that, and let's check out the square root of something. Yeah, that's fine. Right, plus minus, multiply that by 9, then you are owing about £75.50p. Okay, let's clear that. Let's say 63 divided by 7, 9, multiply that by 10. There we go. See that, guys? I know this is it's kind of like long because this is my first time using PyCharm. So I suppose you guys enjoyed, so I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. So hopefully I'll be back using PyCharm to develop some Python tutorial. I think I like the package. It's quite good. So with that, guys, I believe I have taken care of what you want me to do to create a calculator using PyCharm. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. And do please subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. There are a lot of benefits if you are a member. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now. Bye for now, guys.